Do you like music, Mr. Finch?
2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hey guys, I'm Alex Duelli, I am not a Titan, and I am not a music critic, and today I'm going to be giving you my opinion on the new Radiohead album, King of Limbs, which released today, but actually kind of officially released yesterday. I've actually been doing a lot of text reviews lately, that's why I haven't done a lot of videos. If you go over to imnotatitan.tumblr.com, that is where you will find all my text reviews. I did a top 10 of last year, put that over there, and then from now on I'll be putting all my text and all my video reviews over there both. So if you want to check that out, go ahead and do that. Like any music enthusiast probably does, I do have, of course, a stance on Radiohead, and I, for one, love them. I can't say that I've been a fan of theirs for a very long time, but ever since I found them a couple of years ago, shortly after In Rainbows came out, I just fell in love with them. In my opinion, the last 5 albums, OK Computer, all the way to In Rainbows, have all been exceptional in their own different ways. They've all had kind of personalities that each one has taken, and each album has like made a place in my heart. I feel like there isn't a single song on those 5 albums that I don't like. Now, King of Limbs, if you don't know, was Radiohead's newest album that was only Now, King of Limbs, if you don't know, is the newest Radiohead album that was only just announced this Tuesday morning and then was released digitally, well, was said to be released today, but was actually released yesterday for anyone who signed up and pre-ordered it digitally. The hard copy version won't be going out until May. They did this whole thing where they called it the first newspaper album. I'm really not sure what that means, but for them it means that it gives you 2 see-through vinyls, a CD, a ton of artwork, the MP3s, and that all comes in May. A lot of Radiohead fans would probably look at the CD and no matter what, they just like fall in love with it, they praise Radiohead, and I gotta say, honestly and sadly enough, even though I love them so much, I'm really disappointed. I wouldn't say that there's any bad music on this CD, but the first time I listened to it, the first thing I got, the first word that came to my mind was unexceptional. Listened to the entire thing just this morning, listened to it a first time yesterday, and the fact is that when I listen to it, I don't really feel anything. Even with In Rainbows, even though it was a little dumbed down from their older styles, it wasn't as strong and out there, it wasn't as forceful, it was bright, it glowed, it really burned into your memory, and it was just so bright and colorful that it really made a name for itself. And you know, every album before then, of course, I have a separate opinion, but this album, for some reason, it just feels hollow. I feel like they took kind of different stylistic things that they've done, the most recent, very electronic sounding drum sounds, a lot of little ambience, the lyrics as usual are not concrete, they're really unusual, but nothing out of any of the songs really hits me. I don't feel any transitions, I don't feel any big climaxes in the song, no dynamic change. I don't really get an urge to read the lyrics and understand what they're saying because whenever I listen to it, I just don't really care. I feel like with a lot of the songs, they put a lot of layers onto a track and then they just kind of faded them all down until every track was down to like level 1 on volume except for maybe the drums and the vocals. And so no matter what, no matter how you turn it, you barely hear anything on, 6 out of 8 of the songs. By the way, it's only an 8-track album, and after 4 years since In Rainbows has been released, I would hope that they wouldn't release anything until they had at least a solid 10 tracks. So overall, I feel that the feel of the album is brittle, hollow, and it's just, like I said, really unexceptional. It's that when I listen to it, it's not that it's bad music and I have to turn it off, but I wouldn't say I really feel anything. Like I said, when I heard In Rainbows, I felt like it glowed and it was bright and colorful, and Hail to the Thief was just so dark and just like brooding, like Amnesiac similarly was, but both of them had their own interesting styles, and Kid A was just this experimental masterwork, while OK Computer was, as a normal, just a independent rock album goes, one of the best. But this album doesn't really make a particular place in my heart, and I'm really sad about that. I'm hoping that Radiohead doesn't kind of stop their career here. I hope this isn't their last album or, anywhere close, because I wouldn't want them to stop with something so just plain. I really hope that they move on from this, they realize this is kind of a shortcoming in terms of their usual work, and that they do something new, because I think Radiohead is a lot better than this album. So overall, after a couple of listens, I would give this album maybe a 5 or a 6 out of 10. I might go back and listen to it again maybe once if it comes up on shuffle. I'm not going to skip it, but I have no reason to really go back. other than maybe the song Codex, which was an interesting piano melody, kind of like soft, softer song of theirs. I don't really have anything to go back to. I wouldn't feel like any parts of the songs excited me or that there's anything that I feel that I want to listen to right away again. So, Radiohead King of Limbs just released yesterday. You can get it digitally on their website. You listen to it. Let me know if you think it's a lot better. Let me know if there's anything that I didn't notice that maybe you did. That's it. Give me suggestions. If there's anything you think I should listen to, talk about, let me know. I'm Alex. I'm not a Titan, and I'm not a music critic. Thanks for watching.